What is up, YouTube? Corey here, as always, with your daily dose of wisdom. I'm going to be getting into lucid dreaming and how to incorporate lucid dreaming into your sadhana, being your daily spiritual practice. So you may have things like meditation, journaling, qigong, yoga, whatever it may be that makes you feel connected, holy, spiritual, right? This is another great thing to add to the arsenal of spiritual practices. So the first step in lucid dreaming is about cultivating presence within your daily life. And there's a lot of great books on presence because the thinking mind only exists in the past and in the future. The thinking mind doesn't exist now. That is simply being, right? We're caught up in being humans. We forgot about being. So that's the first step, is cultivating presence. Now, how do we do that, right? It's all within the breath. Being able to consciously breathe throughout the day, taking deep breaths, taking it all in, noticing the subtleties of the moment. Because no moment is dull. There's no boring moment. There's always something going on, whether you're in the park and seeing the bugs fly around and the bees pollinate the flowers, the birds chirping, the deer running, people angry in traffic. There is never a dull moment. So when you start to fully embody that present moment and latch on to these little things that are happening at once and notice them, put your awareness in that guy that just cut you off in traffic. Put your awareness in the fly that's buzzing around your dashboard, right? And really notice everything that's going on right now, because we get caught up in what's going to happen later, what happened before, and we forget about now, right? So that's the first step in gaining that dream attention, right? Because lucid dreaming is about waking up within the dream. So you fall asleep just to wake up once again. Your body is resting, but your mind is always awake. So when you cultivate that presence and that heightened awareness, you begin to have the ability to notice obscurities and abnormalities in the dream world, right? For me, it's been things such as flying. I've noticed I'm flying in a dream. That doesn't happen. Hanging out of a car on the parkway, that doesn't happen, right? You look out your bedroom window and you're in the middle of the ocean. That's not where I sleep. So noticing these things within the dream world that are unrealistic in this present reality that we live in. So questioning this reality at all hours of the day, right? If something happens in your daily life that wouldn't normally happen, think, am I dreaming right now? Is this a dream? Right? And it seems a bit schizophrenic to be constantly questioning whether you're in a dream right now, but it's not saying it out loud. I mean, it can be, but it's more just checking, okay, am I here on earth right now, or am I living within my own head? And I like to do that through various reality checks. A big part of it is questioning, right? Am I in a dream right now? Feel that moment. Notice the subtlety of that moment and feel if that is a dream. Does this feel like a dream? Does this look like a dream? The next step is to look at your hands. Do I have 5 fingers? Is there 6 fingers? Are my hands blue? And then try and put your fingers through your other hand. Because when you're in a dream, there's nothing solid. Nothing is solid in a dream. So when you can take your fingers and place them like this, they go right through your hand and you realize that you're in the dream world. Your dream attention sparks up. And it's like, it's indescribable of how it feels when you truly wake up in a dream and nothing is real, right? And now what do you do when you wake up in a dream? That's another question a lot of people have. What do I do if I'm awake in a dream? Whatever you want. Because there are no limitations in the dream world. Unlike this world, your mind is capable of manifesting anything you please into reality in the dream world instantaneously. Whether that be money, riches, women, whether that be a crew, you want to go on a cruise, whether you want to fly, shoot lasers out of your eyes. All of this is possible within the dream world. So you wake up in the dream and you set intent and belief, because a lot of times it's scary. Like the first couple of times I woke up in a dream, it was, oh my God, I panicked, and then I found myself wake up in real life. But it's about keeping calm, cool collectiveness as if you've been there before, and it takes practice. But you gain that calm collectiveness once you are aware you're in a dream, and you have so many possibilities. And personally, I like just taking off in flight, right? because that's an incredible feeling, is flying, taking off the ground through the power of your mind. It's not a conscious practice like if you're curling weights in the gym. It's a thought. It's a thought, intent, and belief that makes that happen, right? So you intend, you believe that you're going to fly up the ground, and it happens, right? Step in flying for me, disclaimer, was I would imagine the air, you can turn the air into different elements. So I would imagine that air was solid. So I would essentially just step on the air so I could get off the ground. And then that was how I learned how to get off the ground. There's all these things you get to learn, but go check out, I think it's luciddreaming.com. Go check that out. They have a lot of great material for what to do once you're in the dream world. But, all right, so how does this apply to our spiritual development, right? It takes the seriousness out of life. Because once you realize, when you're in a dream and you realize none of this is real, there's no consequences for anything that I do, it starts to take the seriousness out of waking life, because the dream world is just as real, if not as real, as this reality, right? The dream world is considered the lower astral plane, right? You're going to be, when you're unconsciously dreaming, the lower astral plane. But when you wake up in the dream, lucid dreamers reside in the middle astral plane to upper astral plane. Now, these might seem like buzzwords, but it's about noticing your surroundings at all times, right? I'm noticing right now, I'm standing on grass, I'm filming a video, I'm fully present in the moment, hearing the words come out of my mouth, feeling my hands, feeling the sun on me. When you're in the dream, that's the same thing. When you just put all of your awareness in that one moment and it becomes the reality, right? Your mind is capable of incredible things. Your mind is capable of creating reality, because you create this external reality that you're perceiving, but you just don't fully believe that all the time. You believe you're a victim of the world. But in the dream world, you have full control. So take that victim mindset out of this world, take that victim mindset out of the dream world, and begin to incorporate the just being aspect of dreaming into this reality. So it's helped me with non-attachment, seeing the playfulness of life, right? It's like a game. I'll walk through a doorway. I'll have these different cues for me to check if I'm dreaming or not. Walking through a doorway. Oh, walk in this room. Am I dreaming? Nope, I'm good. All right, I'm still awake. The lights flick on. Am I dreaming? Nope. All right. It's about just constantly questioning this reality. And it seems schizophrenic, like I said before, but you'll notice it's subtle, and it does help you become more aware in this reality, in this waking consciousness. You're more present. You're more fulfilled all the time, because presence goes hand in hand with fulfillment, right? What do we do all these different things that give us these rushes of serotonin and dopamine for? It's all for presence, right? We go and we have sex to be present in that moment. We go skydiving because we want to be present in that moment. We go skiing because we want to be present in that moment. We play music because we want to be present in that moment. We do all these things because they usher in a state of presence, right? When you're doing these things that are dangerous and you're putting your life at risk, you go into fight or flight mode, which is increased presence, increased awareness. And that's what we as humans strive to achieve. So when you can cultivate this into just walking around your house and cooking eggs and journaling, you gain a thrill from everything, because everything is so unique and everything is so beautiful, and it's cosmic consciousness, right? It's cosmic consciousness. You start to develop this awareness that other people don't quite understand. And lucid dreaming has really helped me do that, really helped me cultivate this presence that I have, this feeling of fulfillment that I have through daily life. And yeah, so I'm gonna make another video on lucid dreaming, more in depth maybe, but I think this is a great introduction, so I'm gonna leave you with that. I'll see y'all in the dream world, which is